fun one. A writer for Scary Mummy says that for her, the grocery store feels like home because it reminds her of her childhood and running errands with her family. So we want to talk about what's a sort of unsuspecting yet comforting place that we have. And think about yours in your head. Like,
I mean, this made me think about like literally a spot in my parents' home that as a child filled myself and all my childhood friends with like dread. It's our basement. The basement was terrifying. It's unfinished. There was the occasional mouse in there. There's a lot of disarray. It's my mom's least favorite place in the home, and she's constantly, whenever we go and visit, she's like, we gotta clean this out. But I go down there and there's a very particular smell that goes along with the basement, and
a little moldy,
a little cold. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of mouse poo. I don't know what it is, but I love it. And my dad has furrowed away like all these like memories, things we certainly don't need anymore, and the occasional bag of chips that's hidden away because he doesn't want the mice to get in. Anyway,
or it feeds the mice.
Yeah, hidden away.
Do you have a spot?
Yeah, the scary basement.
Yeah. What about you, Megan?
So I had to think about this because I feel like I have a lot of spots. And actually, I talked to a friend and I loved hers too. She said the laundromat for her is her spot.
Really?
Yeah. Something about the community and all doing something to the same thing, but doing it all solo. But when I thought about myself, and I love it that my parents are here right now, Scarborough, where I grew up. So I think there's something about the childhood, right?
Yeah.
Childhood. So I grew up in Scarborough. Anyone from Scarborough?
East side, east side.
There's a corner right by my high school, which is no longer there, unfortunately, but there was this corner, and people go to McDonald's or they go to Burger King for lunch, but I would go to this corner and there was like mom and pop restaurants, or not even restaurants, they were just these little hole in the walls, a submarine shop, a Trini spot, and their children went to my school, so they knew us.
Yeah.
And to me, and then I was thinking about it, and those places don't exist anymore, but I'll still go into that neighborhood and
you get that
feeling.
Deep nostalgia, deep nostalgia.
Yeah. And then Scarborough spots on Instagram. That's also my era. So if you ever go and anyone from Scarborough needs to have a walk down memory lane, Scarborough spots. It's like
on Instagram. We love that.
Lovely.
Do you have a spot, Jess?
Mine's like libraries, and I think it's because the quiet, but also they're always, in some of them there's like this white noise. It's almost like a hum. It's also the smell of the old books, and I must confess it's also because every time I go into a big old library, I have to go number 2. And apparently, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. It's a phenomenon. People say it's the smells, the quiet.
They feel relaxed.
Bending down, you're getting things moving. Like, oh, what's this book? Oh, sorry. Oh God, I just went. No, I didn't. But anyway, it's a phenomenon, and so I'm not alone. Some people might see that as an affliction. I see it as a blessing.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone reads.
Yeah.
In the washroom. So
Yes, yeah.
That's a good point.
Oh my God, who knew that books are the new fiber?
Yeah. Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.